Hi there, you're watching Time Warner Cable's local edition. This is the Sacramento Report. I'm Jaime Garza. Thanks for joining us today. With me today is Assemblymember Luis Alejo. It's good to have you here, and congratulations on your recent win. You got a lot of work ahead of you.
No, thank you. It's good to be here, but looking forward to the hard work that's ahead of us.
And you're already pushing forward over at the Capitol with a bill that you want to raise the state minimum wage. Tell us a little bit about what you want to accomplish and why now.
Exactly. I have filed Assembly Bill 10, which would raise the minimum wage to $8.50 an hour in 2012. At that time, it would be 4 years since the minimum wage has been raised in the state of California. And we all know that increasing or preserving consumers' purchasing power is a big part of the solution in terms of having our economy recover. When people are not having enough to just make ends meet, it makes very difficult to just pay their basic living expenses to support a family. And I believe that raising the minimum wage at this time is an important part of a solution, because if people have more, they're going to spend more, and that money is going to get recirculated into our state economy. All
right, let's talk about the other side, the people that, if this is passed, the business owner who's going to have to pay that extra 50 cents an hour. They're going to probably argue and say, look, our economy's not back on track. I'm not going to be able to hire as many people if I have to pay more to my employees. Maybe we should hold back a little bit on this.
Well, if you really think about this, if people have less, they're going to spend less, and that means consumers are not going to spend as much going to those businesses, utilizing their services. And if people have more, that money is going to go to those very businesses that are saying that they cannot afford it. There has been recent studies that show, a study from the University of California at Berkeley. It was a joint study done also at the University of Massachusetts and the University of North Carolina, showing that raising the minimum wage, even during this time, will not have a negative impact on our economy. It will not result in eliminating other low minimum wage paying jobs, even during this time. This year alone, there was six other states and the District of Columbia that raised the minimum wage just as of last summer. January 1st, there was additional states, not including California, of course, that also raised the minimum wage. And if you really look back from a historical perspective, the first minimum wage came out of the legislation during the Great Depression in 1938. It was a part of a national package of different pieces of legislation that would help our economy recover. Raising the minimum wage was enacted first in 1938. During that time, I think it's also important that we, as we talk about jobs and talk about how do we have our economy recover, that the minimum wage be part of that solution as well.
$8 an hour in California, though. I mean, if a family is earning that, how do you put food on your table? I mean, that's the reality here.
Exactly, and I think all over California, if you talk to your local resident, they're going to tell you that their electricity bill is going up, their water bill is going up, their gas. Talk about every basic living expense. It's all going up, except their ability just to make ends meet. Living on minimum wage is very difficult for a single adult to pay their own living expenses, much less trying to raise a family on that. And what I've seen across our state, you have these workers having to work 2, sometimes even 3 minimum wage paying jobs just to get by.
You're going to sell the voters probably on this, but can you sell the business community?
I think so. I think what we've seen in the past, similar concerns have been raised, but every time the minimum wage has been raised, the last time being in 2008, right, you haven't seen a major detriment to the economy. Because like I said, if people are earning that money, it's just going to benefit those businesses. It's going to go right back into those businesses, and it's going to really help spur our economic growth that we need. Spending is good for the state of California. Every business that you talk to wants people coming in and utilizing their business, buying their products, and I think preserving and increasing that consumer purchasing power will do great things for our state.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how far you get, how quickly, especially with the budget in front of us right now. Assemblymember Luis Alejo, thank you so much. And if you want more information, you know where to find him. He has his own website, so get a hold of your assembly member in your district as well. I'm Jaime Garza. Thanks for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.